Right, Woodlands Stud. This is to a breakfast barbecue coming very, very shortly. Cameron Grant, hello to you, my friend.
G'day, guys. How are we today?
Very good, thank you. And Hughesy, hello, my friend. Got the Boston Celtics jacket on, I see.
No, Glasgow Celtic cover. Powerhouse. So, yeah, mate. Haven't been up this early since I went to high school, mate. What's going on?
It's good for you. I'm looking forward to having a breakfast burrito off a barbecue very, very shortly. That's one thing I am looking forward
thanks for the invite.
Well, you could be there. You never know. We'll give you the code. You might be able to get there. Right, boys. Yeah. Big show today. We are going to step straight into it because we've got what we work out in the end. 18 to preview today. This is the last of the 32 horses going through for Woodlands Stud. We've got 9 Seasides and 9 Bettor's Delights to highlight today. So effectively, what we're going to do. Anyone playing at home, get your catalogue out. We're going to go through these in numerical order. Last week, the boys both commented on each horse. Unless one of them slips up, we're just going to go horse for horse and get the message out there about these horses. But the one thing I will say before we even start this, and we'll probably bang on a couple of times about it, Cam, you and I have seen these horses, especially at the parade. You've seen a lot more of them. They must look at the pictures of these horses, look at the video and do your due diligence because there is a couple of crackers in this draft that may not be on people's radars. And I know standing next to a person at the parade, he had to go home and reassess his whole catalogue because of what he saw on type.
No, you're right. Not that just because I work for Woodlands, but it is a very nice draft at the end of the day. I've seen all the horses throughout the country now, and look, everyone's done a great job, but these ones at Woodlands are really, really nice. And as we said, there's horses there for all kind of players, which is great. So they're definitely worth a look at the end of the day.
And Hughesy, you haven't seen them, but you will be there Thursday, I believe, is when you'll be on the North Island. Is that correct?
Friday, cover. Friday. So, I'll be there Friday, so I look forward to seeing the draft of 32. And from all reports, and I know I've only seen videos and photos, which are always good, but in the flesh creates a different oil painting, as we're well aware. Looking forward to this. But I know the talk, and I know a record number of inspections this year from New Zealand trainers and owners to our property. So, yeah, it says something about hopefully what lays ahead in the future, but we understand it's a marketplace and we'll meet it as we always do.
Yep, and we want to make sure that people know that you're going to be there, Hughesy, because you do have a huge Australian following, right from Wagga and afar. But when you're there, we expect people to be able to get ready. He doesn't like our drive-bys, the Mayor of Wagga. He thinks we're a bit cheeky on him sometimes. So we just got to, just be nice to him from once in a while, Hughesy.
Thoroughly deserved, but I reckon the heat and his preparation of these yearlings for Sydney, boy, looks as though he's knocked a little bit of weight off. So happy days. That's a positive drive-by too.
It is indeed. Right. I said to him we wouldn't be doing too many more for him. It's a very in-house joke, this one. But anyway, right, Hughesy, lot number 7 is the Bettor's Delight Bay Colt. How to read all about it.
Yeah, first of 9 Bettor's Delight progeny in the sale for us, 8 colts and 1 filly. So the boys are definitely on show. Lot 7, obviously November colt, and out of the time-honoured mare, great Woodlands mare, read all about it, presidential ball mare, 3x3 to Cam Fella. This is probably the first time for a long time we've strayed away from American Ideal with this particular branch of the family, a Bettor's Delight colt. He's a half-brother to Group 1 winning horse, My Hard Copy. And also Carbon Copy and Pace Commander Lincoln, etc. 2 generations on the page. One of the first bettors in the ring on next Monday, and will be a well sought after commodity.
Yep, prolific family, prolific type. Great way to start the Bettor's Delight draft off. Cam, we will go now to the second of the Bettor's Delights we're going to highlight today. This is Sharing the Love, another colt. Lot number 11.
Well, this is one that Mark Hughes may be able to help me out with a little bit down the page. But look, this is probably one of our colts of the sale. A new family to us. So Bettor's out of the Max Premier and August colt. And I expect this horse to go really good and get the ring going pretty hot early. He just looks like that nice kind of muscled up Bettor's Delight type with a very good neck. Like lovely attitude for a Mac 3 mare that he's out of, which is good. So he's certainly thrown to the betters there. But look, this is just a really nice colt out of a family that's traditionally done a great job over in Australia. So Mark might be able to help me out a little bit there. But look, I really like the horse and expect a pretty good sale nice and early for him.
probably before Hughesy steps in, I might step in because I actually know Mark Thompson very, very well. And when you come back here to Jada Rose, she was a champion mare herself. She won just shy of $400,000 here in Australia. She went across to America, was very good as well. She won 3 over there and $65,000, 5 to race, 5 wins. Horse called Guaranteed was just a jet. Jada's son was a jet. All out of that whole family have been terrific horses. And I think, Hughesy, it'd be fair to say, one of the more underrated breeders going around, Mark Thompson, flies underneath the radar, and to be able to get a horse out of this family is just huge opportunity. And now to be able to get one in New Zealand is a massive opportunity for people. Do your homework. You'll see they're totally ruthless. He knew what he was doing. Great broodmare sire, and just he knew exactly what he was doing, Tomo, when he started this breed up.
Yeah, certainly did. I think Guaranteed side and winning yesterday, maybe at Stall or somewhere here on the eastern seaboard. Jada Rose, one-time fastest exported mare from Australia to North America, 49.6. Actually, totally ruthless, would you believe, stood at Woodlands Stud back in the day. So there you go. So there's a little bit of lineage there. So in that particular family, full brother, this horse to Bonamore, who won 4 or 5 races out Worth. We sold that filly at the Nutrient sale 3 or 4 years ago. Great family. Good to get some Australian families into New Zealand. It's usually the reverse in a fairly prolific way. I think New Zealand breeders got to be looking optimistically at some of the Australian breed at the moment, the way they're going and dominating races on both sides of the dish, to look at some of those pedigrees and get them into New Zealand. Lovely colt this. I believe you'll find that our stud master may be in his top 2.
Yep, and I encourage people to go to Harness Racing Australia, go back and look through the families of these horses and what they're able to do, and they're bred on to. They continue to breed on. It's not just this direct family, what he's done with some of those fillies. And for the people that can go back a day or two, the Mighty Gold Share is back in that same family. Ronnie Pocock breed. It's not a fluke family. It is a terrific family. Cam, I'm sorry, mate, but that's one family I do know pretty well, that one, so I'm pretty cool.
No, you guys have done well there. It's a lovely colt too. So,
right, Hughesy, first of the Seasides for you. This is the Down by the Seaside out of Starsky colt.
Yeah, so Seaside 9 for him in our draft next Monday. 7 colts, 2 fillies, and the first is a colt, October colt out of the Art Major mare Starsky. 3 generations on the page, some seriously nice in the family. Harrison John, East Gonski, Cosmic Major, etc. Seaside off to a flyer in the 2-year-old season down under in 2026. Had a very good winner at Auckland on Friday night. Backed up the truck with a daughter-winning race yesterday at Pinjarra. So he's currently the leading 2-year-old sire in Australia, and the leading 3-year-old sire in Australia as we step into 2026 is Down by the Seaside. But yeah, lovely colt, and we'll probably be on a few people's radars purely for the fact that Seaside is flying as a sire.
Yep. Cam, we go back to Bettor's Delight. We've got lot number 28. We'll call this one 6 from 6. This is the Bettor's Delight out of the Falcon Seals to Mare Steel Delight.
Yeah, as we kind of keep harping on about a little bit, filly-wise, we've gone pretty top end at our draft this year. So, look, it's a 7th of November horse, but you wouldn't know it. It's she's a very, very big, leggy horse, and the family generally is pretty decent size because the mother is as well. But look at the family at the end of the day. So it's a fool to steal the show. Jetstar, Lady of the Light, some very, very good horses. Upstage looks like he's a sweet Lou half to this. It's on the way up for the Stonewall Stud team. And just look, it's been a fantastic family, plenty of kind of Group One black type there, and just a nice chance to get into a family that you don't often get into. So, look, really, really nice horse for a November foal.
Yeah, as I said, the mare 6 from 6, and Lady of the Light, a terrific horse. She like a brute. She looks like a colt when you look at her on that footage, doesn't she?
Oh, very much so. No, very much so. Looks a pretty laid back nature, like they always are, and a little bit of scope there. So, like, definitely worth it as a broodmare in the future, and I'm sure she'll be a nice racehorse, just like her brother and sisters.
Another Down by the Seaside, back to the colts. Usually, this one here, Down by the Seaside, out of the Bettor's Delight mare in Stiletto.
Yeah, strong individual, 2nd of September colt. Very good walking, classy sort of animal. And bred on a cross, it's going to be very, very formidable, and already is. Seaside out of the Bettor's Delight mare. Strong sentiment to the Australian tip here, with a lot of winners in Australia. This family, Connie de Cristo, Conno Senevali, Count Landeck, etc. Better class as well. Second down, a multiple West Australian winner to look at here. But 2nd of September colt, got a funny feeling it'll be nice. One of those little diamonds in the rough that, will be on people's radars.
Yep. There's a few of those. That's what I said. You've got to go through and watch this video and you'll be able to keep up with the lot. Cam, lot 36 is a Bettor's Delight out of the American Ideal mare. We don't have to say too much more, but Victor Ideal.
No, you're right. American Ideal is certainly my favourite broodmare sire in this part of the world. Look, 1st of November colt here. He's very, very strong. He's not a big horse. Just nice and correct. And look, at the end of the day, Victor Ideal is a half sister to horses like Utmost Delight, so like multiple Group 1 winning horses. So again, it's another family that's just got plenty of black type on the page. Victor Supreme, the mother, she won 17 as well, and she was a Group 2 winner. So plenty of kind of group activity on the page, and it's just a nice, strong, not too big horse here out of the American Ideal mare, and I'm sure it will get up and run.
Has a real American Ideal look about that horse, doesn't it? Bettors can do that. That is for sure, and that horse definitely does. Hughes, as I struggle to get it to come back up, but we've got Down by the Seaside out of Best Western, lot 56. This is another of the colts.
Yeah, here's this cross again, Seaside out of a Bettor's Delight mare, Best Western, and what a ripper she was, Group 1 winner of the Great Northern Oaks, and she's this is a second foal as a 3-year-old, and but a really good family, including the good winner Doc Holliday, John Wayne, Marion Kesker, and James Garner, and of course punching into the 3rd generation of the family there with the Supermare Case First, which is in turn is of course the family of the great Christian Cullen within the first 3 generations of this particular family. And if you go a little bit deeper there as well, the Super New Zealand pacer in this family, Get the Chocolates. Wasn't a lot between him and Marketplace last year as 3-year-olds. He's a ripper of a colt. And Best Western, as I said, by Seaside out of a Bettor's Delight Group 1 winning mare with a very, very relevant family that is rocking and rolling. So another one, lot 56 there for the players that, might be another diamond in the rough, mate.
No, absolutely. And again, do your homework. Do your homework on this one. I'm going to call this horse Mistaken Identity, Cam. This is lot 71, the Down by the Seaside out of the Bettor's Delight mare in Charisma.
Yeah, like this is a horse. So it's the first fight we've had with the mare. She was down in the South Island for her first season. So look, he's a really, really nice colt. Like he's pretty plain, but look, he's a good, strong horse that's developing into a really nice horse. And I'll put him down as a really good spec buy, I think. Like this is a family for Woodlands that's done a great job. Obviously, Linda Grace left some nice winners there. Gina Grace, Linda Love Grace, Smooth Deal, horses like that. And it goes back to Jesse's Grace, who's had all you need is faith in horses like that. So there's plenty on that page. There's 3 dams there, but there's a lot of money on that page. And just a really nice kind of spec buy, I think, for the Seasides and just what kind of type he leaves in the horse.
Yep, and the reason for Mistaken Identity, a very astute horseman, got him confused with another colt in the draft and said he had to go home and reassess what he was actually going to do because, that horse caught him well and truly unawares. So make sure you take the time to have a look at him, then you won't be disappointed. Hughesy, lot number 79, Down by the Seaside out of another Bettor's Delight mare in Daydreams.
Yeah, lot 79, another Seaside colt out of a Bettor's mare. So a bit of a familiar theme here, the best with the best. This is what we aim to do. October colt, great family as well, and a lot of good Australian winners in the family. Gordon's Bay, Octagonized, Cause and Drama. I'm Causing Terror, great country cups horse here in Victoria for Dean Braun. So a lot of relevant winners in the first couple of generations of the page. And of course, the Bettor's Delight mare back over Seaside is producing a lot of winners in both hemispheres. So another one there that, as we said before, there's a couple of Seasides here that, as Cam's tipped everybody into, might be speculator's dream.
Yeah, just as I'm waiting, Cam, I was hoping to get this just to flow straight in. But again, we have this exact same, the cross that Hughesy was just talking about with the next horse. This is lot number 83, the Down by the Seaside, out of Delightful Princess. You guessed it, another Bettor's Delight mare. This one has a kicker, though, with the Mach 3 double cross there as well.
Yeah, well, here's some visionary breeding for you. This is going to happen a bit more moving forward. So, look, Down by the Seaside out of a Bettor's out of a Mach 3 mare. So you're right, with 3x3 to Mach 3, and we're also 4x4 to Presidential Bull here. I think I would almost eat my hat if this horse doesn't run as a 2-year-old. he's for a first foal, very, very nice, good size, just nice, and again, just nice strength that we see through the shoulder, which Seaside really puts into his progeny. And look, this is just probably a really bread and butter family at the end of the day. Like, there's some of the horses on the page, they just win races. And I don't think he's going to be an expensive horse for someone to take home at the end of the day, but he's a nice horse, and I'm sure he'll get the job done.
Yep. It's very interesting when you mentioned Presidential Ball too, like Great Broodmare Sire. So I think it's a really, really good little cross that you've been able to bring into that one there. Hughesy, we're up to lot number 88. This is the Bettor's Delight out of the Christian Cullen mare. Do I have to say any more? My job's done. Hughesy, over to you, mate.
Yeah, the old time honoured Bettor's Delight cross. Bettor's out of Christian Cullen, of course, significant game changing cross down under. This particular colt is the full to Another Masterpiece, or I'm Another Masterpiece, a winner now of over $700,000 through the USA, New Zealand and Australia, a full to invitation only, who's done a really good job as well, and another $100,000 plus earner as well. Really good American family into the third generation, including Darling's Delight, who was probably considered the best daughter of Bettor's Delight in North America in her day. 3 generations on the page. Nice Bettor's Delight colt. I would say he'll be on quite a few people's radars. It's a cross, particularly in this first generation, that has sold very well for us and very successful on the racetrack.
Another Masterpiece, or I'm Another Masterpiece, contested the Cups for Greg and Jess, and then went to America, as you just said. Cameron, lot number 91, another Bettor's Delight, 2 in a row here. This is out of the Arts Place mare, First Class Lady, and the people who like their pedigree crosses will love this one.
Well, yeah, there's not too much needed to say about this. It's had a huge pedigree update at the end of last year, which was great. So this is obviously a full brother to Freeze Frame, who won the Sire Stakes final for Grant and Chrissy. Look, another one. Freeze Frame sold really well last year for us, and this horse is really nice too. Probably a little bit different to Freeze Frame, like very much got the same head and a similar body, but he's a little bit more athletic, I thought. Freeze Frame was quite a solid, chunky horse, and looks like he's going to be a really strong 3-year-old type, where this one probably looks a little bit more athletic. So, look, it's a family that just it keeps updating and updating at the end of the day, but this is definitely going to be on some radars, and I think he'd be one of the higher priced colts at the sale. So you're certainly giving me an easy run on talking about what horses I'm talking about.
Hang on. I hit one button too many on one of my monitored devices, so we actually had the wording. And I will say that too, any of these videos, go into them on your own, because there is... the dulcet tones of one Stacey White repeating over the back of all of these, so they're well worth it. And Kim Butt got her first Group 1 winner. I've noticed one thing, Cam and Hughesy, if we mention the people's names, we'll get a like. Kimmy Butt, there's a challenge for you. I'm expecting a nice little comment there. Cran and Carter as well. Don't forget us, and make sure you give us a like when you're watching this show, that is for sure. Hughesy, you are going to lot 9, but I've got myself very confused. I've gone good for so long, I think, but out of whack now. Lot 94, this is the Bay Colt by Bettor's Delight out of the Western Terra mare in First Western.
Yeah, November colt, very nice, stylish colt. Another one that will probably be on quite a few people's radars. Best Western, obviously, First Western left Best Western, who had a colt earlier in the sale, but the family of Doc Holliday, John Wayne, Marion Kesker, James Dana, it's a family that probably gets a little bit better with time. I'd say it's a 3- and 4-year-old family, but there's no reason why this won't run early. But of course, in the second dam, only 2 dams on the page, Kate's first, and of course the horse we mentioned before, Superstar 3-year-old, got the chocolates. 2 gens on the page, Bettor's Delight colt. Enough said.
Yep, exactly. And yeah, like you just said there, Superstar colt got the chocolate features in quite a few of these families. We've got to remember what sort of a horse he is, and stepped right up, taking the battle to marketplace. So pretty exciting horses. Cam Grant, I think you better hand your wages in today. You're getting this a little bit easy. Lot number 104, the Bettor's Delight out of the Dream Away mare in Graceway.
Well, we've moved up to 9 for 9 now, so we're doing well. Look, yeah, this mare's done a great job, Graceway. This is one of her last foals, which is really good. Horses such as your 3-Way, Shanway, Makeway, Forgotten Highway. Look, we raced Monaco Grace at Woodlands. She did a good job as well. So, look, this is just a family that's done a fantastic job, and it's just another typical horse that Graceway's probably left us with kind of good size, just a nice attitude, and the betters out of the Dream Away mare. So, look, 9 for 9. I'm sure this horse is going to continue moving forward to just make that list look a little bit better.
Yep. Husey, full sister to champion mare Coastal Babe is the next one for you. This is the Down by the Seaside out of Jesse's Girl, and doesn't look dissimilar to Coastal Babe, if you ask me.
Yeah, very similar looking to her older sister, and that Seaside Bettor's Delight Cross, which we've spoken about over the journey this morning. Coastal Babe, rock star on both sides of the ditch at 2 and 3, and now at 4 with Luke McCarthy, multiple Group 1 winner. Jesse's Girl, who is in turn a sister to some very nice horses, including Colonel Lincoln, Princess Jessie, Princess Gracie, of course, the Speed family of Pazam for back in the day for Stephen Reed, who did train Coastal Babe as well. All you need is faith. So 3 generations on the page, one of 2 Down by the Seaside fillies we offer up, and a Seaside filly that will be on a lot of people's radars, and look forward to her getting into the ring, mate.
Absolutely. I said about dropping names, Cam Grant. Again, we'll drop another name here in Joe Pace. This is lot number 120. This is the Down by the Seaside out of Last Senorita, and of course goes back to Supreme Dominator is in this family. So Joey, there you go, my friend. Over to you, Cam.
It's our hat man. Surely he's coming over to see us at the sales. Surely we could have something for him. So look, I put what you see is what you're going to get with this horse. It's a big horse, but I don't think it's going to be growing too much more. I think it's kind of got past that growth spurt. So it's a 9th of September first colt out of a full sister to Spanish Armada. So look, this family at the end of the day, you're right, Supreme Dominator, better be Supreme, and then go back to the 3rd Dam Galleon's Chair, who's left horses like Chair the Lady. So another really strong horse. Again, I probably don't see it being a crazy expensive horse. It's just going to be another spec buy with horses that do a really, really good job. But like I said, another nice Seaside colt there. And for a first foal, we're pretty happy with what we've got there.
Lot number 123, Husey, as we come towards the conclusion of the draft. This is the Bettor's Delight out of the Art Major. Again, proven cross that just works. But what a family this is out of, being out of Miss Graceful.
Yeah, look, September colt, lot 123, probably worth hanging around for to the end of the day for him. Bettor's Delight out of Art Major. Dominance over dominance. The way of leap to fame is bred on this particular cross, but time-honoured Woodlands family with some great horses in it. All you need is faith, pacing major. Our Amazing Art, 3-way Shamways, no matter which way you look at this family, it kicks a lot of goals. 2 generations on the page. Lovely, lovely colt, and an early September colt worth hanging around for lot 123. Our last Bettor's Delight progeny we will sell on Monday the 16th.
Cambray just spat his coffee out when you said probably worth hanging around for. He wants everyone to hang around to the very last lot. Going from there. Correct me if I'm wrong, 3 Down by the Seaside fillies amongst the 4 fillies. Is that correct? Yeah, so this is the last.
No, 2. 2 fillies, 1 Lou filly and 1 Bettor's filly.
Very good. Okay. I did my maths wrong. But Cam, the last one for you, this is the filly. This is Down by the Seaside out of the Bettor's Delight mare, Monaco Grace, who I've just got to get this video to play. There you go. Last one, mate.
Perfect. Well, this is the last chance to buy a pacing progeny at the Auckland sale, which is great. So this is the 3rd to last lot to go through. Look, again, Down by the Seaside, nice early September filly. Monaco Grace is one of the 9 for 9s from Grace Way that she left, so we've got another chance to get into that family. And look, she was a really nice mare that Woodlands raced. She won the Sire Stakes, Magnifique, won a Neville Fillies heat, which is really strong. She ran 2nd in the Southern Oaks final and 3rd in the Neville. So she was a really well-performed mare herself. Nice chance to get into a first foal, and obviously out of Grace Way, who's 9 for 9 and pacing Grace. So look, a really nice crack. To get into a family that's just left lots of winners. And look, for a first foal, again, she's nice mid-size, very typical of the Seaside, putting that nice strong shoulder through them. And I'm sure she's going to do a lovely job as a racehorse for someone.
Yep, well, indeed. I do apologise. It was the lot 28. I actually thought was the Down by the Seaside. That was the Bettor's Delight out of Steel Delight. So yeah, the 3 fillies, 4 fillies are actually real standouts. Real opportunity for people to be able to get involved, because the other one, of course, is the Sweet Lou out of Just Dance. So massive opportunity. There might only be 4 fillies amongst the draft, but they're pretty exciting fillies, that's for sure. So boys, the easiest way, I'm going to put this back up. The easiest way for people to be able to search these. It actually is already, what I'll do is I'll click onto this. So when you go to NZB, type in NZB standardbred.co, go to the Auckland sale, so it just refreshes, come down into the search bar and simply type in Woodlands, and you'll get the full draft of 32 horses pop up underneath there. Make sure you type in the whole Woodlands part, and then if you want to segregate to a certain stallion, by all means do that way as well, but you can't, unfortunately, you can't do both at the same time. That'd be really cool. Hang on a second. We might have, yep, we have two. So you can do that. Have a look at that. How good am I going? So then if you hit that, it will then itemize them into each of the stallions for you, going through in alphabetical order. So you'll be able to see all of those horses going through. I'm getting better at this, Cam Grant.
I tell you what, you're doing really well, and no, you're improving. And I tell you what, Monday this next week coming, I'm sure it's going to be more exciting than the Super Bowl that happened yesterday. So we are very excited for the Monday sale. It's going to be great, and we weren't so excited about the game yesterday.
You haven't got over that, have you?
No, it was pretty disappointing, to be fair. Like the long lunch didn't go. It was just pretty boring. So.
Would have been nice at a nice new barbecue, though, sitting back, having a couple of frothies, wouldn't it?
I think so. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Hughesy, any more drive-bys for us today or not?
No, I've got the honeymoon suite, Karaka. It's $2,500 a night, so that'll do me.
Well, we are staying in luxury, Cam. We've got it ourselves all sorted. Whether it's a saying, snooze, you lose. Is that how it works?
Yeah, I think Paul and Mary just forgot the 5th bedroom for Paul Mark.
Yeah, so, but it's going to be a lot of fun. We encourage people. There's a few Aussies going over. I know Brady Hogan, a couple of the boys from that are going to make their way over. They're trying to make their way over quietly. Anyone that knows Hogs, there's no such thing as quiet when you involve Hogs as well, but going from there. Just wanted to give a little update too with the horse that was bred here. Obviously heading across I just got to make sure it's not Freeze Frame, Fugitive. I couldn't remember his name. Now joined Mick Stanley's camp, but very, very impressive winner at Menangle the other day, 55.6, of course, bred by Woodlands Farms, and a terrific son of Down by the Seaside. I would say Derby bound, Hughesy, the new Derby, the short and distance Derby, but anyway, he'll be Derby bound, that horse, I reckon.
Yeah, you'd say so. They'll all be there heading for the New South Wales Derby now over a mile. So interesting, and very nice 2-year-old that was under our handicapping system here in Australia was thrown into the deep end Saturday night. And got the cash. So look forward to Lacasso Hollywood Strip heading to that New South Wales Derby next month. But more importantly, look forward to next Monday.
Hughesy, I haven't got my phone with me. You flicked through a little stat the other day about the 2-year-olds. 4 2-year-olds run so far, 1x4 stallions from Woodlands. Have I got that correct?
Yeah, there's a bit of a change there yesterday. I think there was a new sire 1-1 out west yesterday. So from our opposition. So, but anyway, the 2 2-year-old races in New Zealand, Sweet Lou and Seaside, and I think there's been 4 2-year-old races in Australia. I think Seaside's won 2, Lou's won 1, and the opposition's won another.
Yep. Okay.
So we will take that early doors. But, look, Seaside leading 2- and 3-year-old sire in Australia so far this season.
Yep.
I'm taking that. Hello to the naysayers.
And Bettor's Delight.
That's a drive-by for them too, mate. I love it. I just love it.
Well, the Bettor's Delight knockers too, that he's too old and he can't keep doing it. Marketplace New Zealand Horse of the Year. Republican Party New Zealand Horse of the Year. 3-year-old of the year went to Marketplace. But our different gravy. Usually, this actually will pop up. I don't mind this one. This was one from a little while ago, but Holly quite liked just the way you move across the screen with effortless ease there. But, of course, that is Larry, Leap to Fame, an absolute jet. Going for the $1 million bonus. $1 million bonus this Saturday night. And I think good luck to those guys. It's going to make a huge difference. But he's so good for racing. My 19-year-old daughter sits there and watches it. It's super exciting. And, of course, he is a son of Bettor's, and he has taken all before him, typical of the Bettor's Delight horses. I was in Kilmore. You can ask Cran Dalgetty. He was blown away by the Kilmore shed. Well, I can tell you, when Larry walks in, he told everyone he was in the shed, but he walks in and he says hello. And then he went over to his little corner, his naughty corner where he stands, and went to sleep and went out and put on a first-class display. He is an absolute rock star, and I imagine you guys will all be tuning in from New Zealand to watch the Hunter Cup this weekend.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, I've been watching the last the last 2 runs he's had have just been phenomenal. And you're right, just tune into the Hunter Cup. It's going to be a really nice race. And look, Republican Party went really good, I thought, the other day, and he just looked like he was probably a run short. So that'll that's probably where they wanted to be, I would have thought. So that last 50 probably got him, but he'll be ready and primed, which is good. So no, looking forward to it.
I sort of did a couple of videos, and albeit a little bit fitter than me, he possibly looked a little bit like me, carrying just an extra bit of luggage that needs to probably be dropped off. I am trying. I've hit the track again, and been riding and doing a few things just to get myself in shape for what's going to be a busy few weeks. Boys, thank you. There will not be a Woodlands Winners next week. There will be Woodlands Winners coming from the sale complex on the Monday afternoon, but the official one, we will put the queue in the rack for a week or 2 potentially, but looking forward to catching up with you guys on the sale grounds on the Sunday, sale on the Monday as well. So there's going to be plenty for us to talk about and get there. Usually, anyone wants to get in touch with you, give you a call. And as you said, you're going to be there Friday?
Yeah, I'll be there Friday. Give anyone from the team a call, mate. Horses in Friday, all scopes available and probably uploaded by Saturday. All horses already been pre-scoped, so everything's good. We'll just we'll have all that information available. Parade Sunday, sale Monday, mate. Can't wait.
Yep, there'll be plenty happening. Not sure I'll make the parade or not. And Cam, in this day and age, although I don't have my phone, anyone wants to get an inspection of horses that can't be there, we can virtually do a virtual live one for them, can't we? Just FaceTime and fly around the horse and showcase the horse.
Yeah, the last couple of sales we've certainly done that for people who can't get in, so that there's no issue at all. So just give us a call. If they want to FaceTime in and look at the horse, we can do whatever they like. Yep,
we'll work that out and get it from there. Boys, thank you very much. Get in touch. Go to woodlandstud.co.nz, and we're here for all your drive-bys as well. So don't let